Let us continue to uncover strings. Let's look at the char at method. So char method returns char present at given index value, and if the index is out of range, then it will generate string index out of bounds exception. So let's see example. So here I have string s equal to new string hello. And if I print s dot char at index 0, then it should print h. If I do it for 1, it will print e. If I do it for 2, it will print L. If I do it for 3, it prints L again. If I do 4, it will print O. Let me compile this. C should be lowercase. Let's compile. Execute. Hello. Now let's move on to the next method, which is string concat. What it does, it concatenates two strings into a third string. Let's see one example, what that means. So I have string s1 is equal to string hello. I make this as uppercase H and F. String s2 as word. And say, for example, if I print s1, I should see hello. If I print s2, I should see world. If I print s1 plus s2, I will see hello world. If I do s1 dot concat of s2, that will also essentially do the same, print hello world. If I do S1 plus, I would like to put some space in between and then do S2. This time I'll have a space in between hello world. And if I have to do the same using dot concat method, I will just use space first, then dot concat s2, which will print hello world. Let me save. File. Execute. Now let's move on to the next method, boolean equals. Method. Will take it. It will take it string input. Returns true if the content of two string objects are same, else false. It compares two strings by considering case. In other words, it's case sensitive comparison. So let's see with example. For example, if I print ABC dot equals of A B C. This should be true. And so let's say take another, which is uppercase, is gonna be false because it's case sensitive comparison. And if I say maybe X, Y, Z, it's gonna be false again. And then, for example, let's say if I compare it with M and O, it's gonna be false again. So let's try to compile, execute, true, false, false. That's what we were expecting. So for example, if I wanted to ignore the case, then we have another method, which is Boolean equals ignore case. So it returns true if the content of the two strings are same. It compares two strings by ignoring the case insensitive. Let's change this to equals ignore case. And let's do same thing for all of these. Save it. File. By the way, this should be true this time. True, true, false, false. And let's move on. For example, if I have a string and make it to lowercase, we have another method called lowercase to lowercase method. So what it does, it converts given string object into lowercase letters. Let's look at one example. For example, if I have A, B, C, D, E, F, and I need to make it lowercase, then I use lowercase method, and I don't need the input. And it will print A, B, C, D, E, F. Let me compile. Execute. If I want to do the uppercase, I have another method called uppercase. Converts the given string object into uppercase characters. So let's change this to uppercase. This will be here, and we just read it with lowercase. Save it. Compile. Execute. Let's move on. We have another method called trim. It will remove spaces from the beginning and ending of spring. So let's take one example. Let's say I have a string S1 is equal to admin, and I have another string S2 is equal to admin with space at end. Then I have another string S3 with space at the beginning. Then I have another string with space at the beginning and the end. And if I try to print S1 trim, it will just print as is because we don't have any spaces. If we do the print for S2, we will again print admin. It will, if I have space in the beginning, it will again trim it. If I have space both the beginning and then it will trim again. Let me also take another string S5, and this time I'll have spaces in between just to demonstrate how trim works. It only trims the beginning and the ending spaces. Execute. I forgot to print the last print. It will print something like this. Let me recompile and execute again. Yeah, that's how trim works. It only removes the spaces in the beginning and in the ending. Next, we have string substring. And we should give int and start. Extract a substring from the given start index. We also have end index, say, for example, substring, string start, comma, end. Then we extract a substring from the given starting index to the end x -1. Let's see how this works with an example. So if I have a string s, and let's say I have AB space, ABC space, ABCD space, ABCDE. So let me try to give the positions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 1, 2, 3. One, two, oh, I missed the 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is S1. So I've removed that. Now let's come from the entire strip. Let's print just S. So it should print the entire thing here. Then, sorry, here. Then I'll print S dot substring and give the start index. So if I say 3, it will print from here till the end, from position 3. And for example, if I give, say, 12, 12 is this, so it should print from here till the end. Let's say if I give 7, then it should print from here till the end. This time I'll use the start index and the end index. 7 to 11. So it should give index -1, which is 10. This is the part that you will get. Let's compile. What did I miss? I missed closing braces for everything. Let me save this, rerun, recompile, and then execute. That's what we expected. Let's move on. Next method is string replace. And we have to give char and old char, then we have to give the new char to replace. So let's see how it works. It replaces all occurrences of a char into new char. Let's see. Example. Let's say, for example, I have a string called, don't need any positions here. I'll just print string itself first. Then if I do the replace and I will give the old character replaced with new character. So I essentially print bonono. Let me file this. And I'll get the new string as bonono. Let's move on to the next method, which is string replace all. We should give a string regular expression, then string replacement. So it replaces all occurrences of a string using regular expression. So let's see one example how this works. For example, if I have a string, something like welcome to Java, and I'll print the string itself. So it will print welcome to Java. Then if I print replace all and say if I want to replace all the vowels A, E, I, O, U with say star. So what I will be printing is W. E is a vowel, star, L, C, O is a vowel, star, M, star, space, E, star, Ja, star, V, star. This is how my output should look like. Compile. Did I miss here? I missed an additional L. Compile and execute. I'll get the result I've expected. Can also do the inverse. So if I want to retain vowels and replace everything else with stars, it will, let's do for us. Let's execute and see the result. I'll execute. So we will retain all the vowels in this case. And say, for example, if I want to change all the spaces to just hyphen, let me compile and execute this. I missed the regular expression, flower brace, square brace here. Compile, execute. So you'll have hyphen in between the words. Let me save program and also the result. Let's move on. We have Boolean contains string. So it will return true if the given string is existing in the main string, else false. Let's see an example. So I have to use s dot contains. Say, for example, if I have Java in the original string, it should be true. So let me also check for another string which is not there in the main string, say for example, Python. And it's gonna be false. Compile, execute. Yeah, Java is present, true. Python is not present, so it's false. Next method is Boolean and starts with and print itself. So returns true if the given string starts with specified string, else false. And the other method is ends with. Ends with returns true if it ends with. Let's say, for example, I have a string s, and say Java is very easy. And if I print the string itself, it will print Java is very easy. And if I say starts with Java, then it should be true. And if I do start with Python, it's going to be false. Let me do the ends with. Ends with easy, true, ends with difficult, false. Let me just compile. Execute. Java is very easy, true, and it starts with Python, false, easy, true, difficult, false. Let's move on. The next one is index of. So it returns first occurrence of the given substring. And we also have last index of last index of, and it returns the last occurrence. So let's say, for example, print AB, ABC, ABCD, AB, D, D, E, then say index of A, B, C. So 1, 0, 1, 2, and then third position you found an ABC. So you will see 3 here. And let's do ABCDE index of, for example, M and O. And you don't see anything, so it should return a -1. And for example, if I do the last index for ABC, last index of ABC, then you should see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 1. Maybe I'll just position them. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So you will see at the 12th position the last occurrence of ABC. And you can also do something which is not there. Last index of, say, MNO, it will also return a -1. So let's run this file. What is the mistake? I'm not closing it again. My println statement. That's fine. Compile. Execute. So at the third position, -1, 12th position, -1. The next one is string split, and we should give a delimiter. It divides the given string into tokens based on delimiter. So let's see one example. Say if I have string array S equal to ABC hyphen EF hyphen DHI hyphen IJK hyphen LMNOP hyphen WXY and dot split with hyphen. Now let's use for each string print system.println SS. So it should print all the string tokens now. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, W, X, Y, Z. Now let's see the next method, which is join, and use a delimiter and S1, comma, S2, comma, S3, comma, S4, comma, so on and so forth. So what it does, it creates a new string object by combining all strings with the provider delimiter. So let's say print string dot join, and I will end this also all the time, making that mistake. So string, say for example, space, and then Java, Python, PSA, logic-based programming. And I'll also use another string join with hyphen as a delimiter. Let me run this, compile, execute. The first one will generate join with a space. The second one will join with hyphen. The next one is a byte array, get bytes method. So it converts given string into byte array. Let's see an example. String S is equal to A, B, C, D, and byte array E is equal to S dot get bytes. And let's print string itself, and then let's also print arrays to string of B. That's file. What did I miss this time? Okay, I have to use the util function import java.util plus file. So it will print the byte equivalent of A, B, C, D as an array. Now, let's move on to the next method, which is char array. What it does, it converts given string into char. It converts given string into character array. Let's look at another example. So here we will see char c is equal to 2 char array. And the C. I'll execute. So you'll see the same string characters in a character array. Next, we have compare to method, which is used to compare two strings. It will compare two strings, two string objects, and returns integer value. We also have compares and ignore the case. It will compare two string objects by ignoring case and returns integer value. So how compared to pairs is character by character. So in Java, compares two strings lexicographical based on Unicode values of characters. So let's see one example quickly. So println, I have I, J, K are compared to A, B, C. Let me run this and see how it works. Compile. I'm doing the same mistake again and again. I got to close the println. File. Execute. So how we got this 8? Let's see how we got this 8. So like I said, it compares character by character. The first character in the first string is I, and the Unicode value is 105. The first character in the second string is A, and the Unicode value is 97. So if you subtract 97 from 105, the result is 8. Let's say if I have IJK compared to IJK, then you should see a 0. And we can also use the ignore case, compare to ignore case, uppercase IJK. This should also give us a 0. So that's how compared to ignore case works. Let's look at one last method, which is string formatted. And it is same like string dot format. It was introduced in Java. So for example, if I have string s string s is equal to my name is, say for example, personal s, and it is, say, personal d dot formatted, and I'll give the name as John and age as 6/7. So let me print just S. Let me compile. I did extra this time. Compile, execute. My name is John and age is 6/7. I'll stop here.